Welcome to Selfish for Success, where you'll learn why it's not only okay to put yourself first, but why it's vital to your health, happiness, and achieving your dreams. I'm your host, clinical psychologist Dr. Steve Orma. I'll show you how owning your own life is the path to success. And welcome to another episode of Selfish for Success. I'm Dr. Steve Orma, a clinical psychologist and your host. Today, we're going to talk about how to have total confidence in yourself, how to be totally confident in yourself. And in particular, we're going to focus on be confident in your ability to achieve a dream that you have or a big goal. I mean, life comes down to pursuing goals and values that you want to have in your life, whether that is a career or a certain romantic partner or, something that you want to do for fun, like travel the world. And in order to do those things, you need to be confident in yourself. Self-doubt, which is the opposite of self-confidence, is one of the major things that stops people from pursuing and going after the goals and dreams that they have and building the life that they want. And so often, because of that self-doubt, people don't really go for what they want, or they start out and they give up really quickly. And they basically just give up on their dreams and their goals because they believe that they can't do it. So today, I'm going to talk about how you can have total confidence in yourself. We're going to start out with, first of all, what self-confidence is not, because that's one of the problems is having the wrong idea about what it means to be confident. That can actually kill your confidence. And most people have the wrong view of what confidence is and also where confidence comes from. There's a lot of incorrect ideas about what creates confidence in a person. So let's start there, and then we'll get to actually how you can have and build that confidence within yourself. So let's say you have a dream. And that dream could be you want to start your own business, or it could be you are looking for an amazing romantic partner and you want to build an amazing relationship with that person. Or it could be you want to go on an adventure and travel the world. But with whatever your dream is, you feel self-doubt. You feel like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just not sure I have the capability. And therefore, you're either not pursuing it, not going after it. It's just sort of there in your mind, or maybe it's been in your mind for a long time, but you've been, too doubtful about yourself to go after it. Or maybe you're starting to pursue it, but you're kind of doing it, not fully committed. You're not feeling confident about your ability to do it. Well, let's just start there. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the difference between uncertainty and self-doubt. These things get confused a lot, and they're used interchangeably as if they're the same thing, and they're not. So uncertainty is a normal and natural occurrence in a certain situation. So if I stuck you into the cockpit of an airplane and I told you to fly the plane, and you've never flown a plane before and you have no knowledge or experience flying airplanes, you are going to feel an enormous amount of uncertainty that you can fly the plane. And that would be expected. It would be normal to feel that because you've never done it before. You have no knowledge and experience on how to fly an airplane. Just like the first time you drove a car or you were learning to drive a car, you had a lot of uncertainty. You were very awkward. You made mistakes. You didn't know quite what you were doing because you've never done it before. The reason for that is simple. Everything that a human being knows how to do, you had to learn it at some point. Everything that you know how to do, you had to learn it at some point, from walking to talking to tying your shoelaces to, know how to cook pasta. You had to learn all of that. And when you first learned all those things, you had uncertainty because you never done it before. So uncertainty does not mean you're doubting yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not confident. And a lot of times people interpret uncertainty, which is just when you just naturally don't know something, and they interpret that as self-doubt, as if they are not confident in themselves. And that's not true. And then if you interpret it in that way, then you start seeing yourself as this unconfident person. Or when you feel uncertainty, when it's normal to feel it, you feel like there's something wrong and it's a sign not to move forward. That's what stops a lot of people. Let's say they want to start a business, and then they start thinking about starting a business and all the things required to do that, and they feel all this uncertainty. Oh my God, I've never done marketing. I don't know how to choose the product or whatever it is. And then they interpret that as, oh, well, I'm just must not be confident. I'm not capable in this area. All those other business people out there, boy, they must have a lot of confidence to do what they're doing. And so this probably isn't the right area for me to go into. Right? Now apply that to any other area. If your dream is to travel the world and you're feeling uncertainty, or if you want to ask someone out, but you don't have a lot of experience or skill in asking someone out, you're going to feel uncertainty, and that's normal and natural. So uncertainty is a normal and natural feeling or response when you are trying to do something that you've never done before, that you have no knowledge of and no skill in. Now, that is not a problem. Where the problem is when you doubt your ability to learn that thing. When you doubt your ability to fly the plane, if you want to learn how to fly a plane, or start a business, or ask the person out you want to ask out, or, figure out a travel plan for traveling the world, or whatever it is. Uncertainty isn't the problem. It's when you doubt or you're uncertain about your ability to figure it out, to learn how to do it. And that is what self-doubt is. Self-doubt is essentially doubting your ability to learn new skills, to figure things out, to handle situations or figure out how to handle certain situations. So if you were learning how to fly, self-doubt would not be, you don't know how to fly. It's, I don't believe that I can learn. I don't believe I can figure it out or learn everything I need to learn. And that will shut you down. So confidence, self-confidence, the opposite of self-doubt, is not knowing everything or being good at everything. Those are ways that people think about confidence is boy, that person just knows everything. They're so brilliant, or they just have so much knowledge about it. That's what gives them confidence. Or confidence means someone who's just good at everything. They're always confident at every single thing that they do and never feel uncertain about anything. And that just does not exist, because you can't be confident at specific skills like flying airplanes or running businesses or asking people out on dates or whatever it is if you have no experience or knowledge about how to do those specific things. You're going to feel uncertain. And the people who are the best in the world at what they do, when they first started out doing it, they had uncertainty because they'd never done it before. And then they learned over time the skills and the knowledge that they needed in order to build confidence in that area. So it's not knowing everything, and it's not being good at everything. Now, also, where does self-confidence come from? Well, there's a lot of misbeliefs about what actually gives you self-confidence or where that comes from. Where it doesn't come from is it's not genetic. You're not born with self-confidence. You don't just pop out and you're this really self-confident baby. No, because you don't know anything. You literally are born without any knowledge, without any skills, and everything has to be learned. Right. And you could clearly, if you have kids, you can clearly see that. Or if you've been around people with kids, right? Babies have to learn everything. They have to learn how to walk and talk and even, like sit up. Everything has to be learned. It's just that we forget all the process that we went through to learn all these things, because eventually they become automatic and you have the skill. You don't think about it, but that's not how it happens. So it's not something you're born with. And it doesn't come from things like being good looking. Sometimes people think, well, if I was just really good looking, then I would be super confident. No, there's plenty of people, and I've seen them in my therapy practice, who you would say are attractive people who have little to no confidence, because it has nothing to do with their looks. It also has nothing to do with intelligence, with your upbringing, or how much money you have, right? Those things don't determine how confident you are. Confidence comes down to one thing. It's your belief, it's your certainty that you can learn, that you can figure whatever it is you need to figure it out to accomplish the things you want to accomplish. It doesn't mean everything. It means that if you want to start a business or travel the world or ask someone out on a date or, go to the Olympics, it's that you need to then believe or be certain that you can figure out how to accomplish those things. And that means you could figure it out on your own. You could read books, you can take courses, or you can hire a coach, an expert in that area who can help you learn those skills. But you have to believe that you can do it, that you can figure it out. And that is the core of certainty and self-confidence. When you have that core belief, that core certainty that you can learn and do just about anything, that you can figure things out, or you can find people to help you figure those things out. You don't have to do everything on your own, or that you can learn to handle any kind of situation, like a stressful situation or a challenging situation, that you could figure out or learn how to handle that. That is the core of self-confidence. And that doesn't require you knowing everything at all. You never will know everything. It's just having that core belief. And there's a great book on this aspect of it, right? Called Mindset, which came out a few years ago. And the author is Dweck is the last name, Dweck. And she's somebody who has researched this for decades about the difference between people who are successful in all different areas of life and people who are not successful. And the difference is what she calls a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. A growth mindset is essentially what I'm saying here. It's the belief that your intelligence and your skills and your success and what you're capable of is not fixed. It's not like just something you're born with or that it is determined by your upbringing. It's something that can be improved and grown, and you can learn to be better in all these different areas. So you have control over that. You can change, you can learn, you can get better. Versus a fixed mindset, which is the belief that whatever you're given, whatever you're born with, either genetically or whatever sort of like upbringing you had and influences you had, that formed who you are. And now there's nothing you can do to change that or improve that. And that is a fixed mindset, and that will keep you stuck. And that's what creates, or one major thing that causes self-doubt in people, because if you don't know how to do something and you believe that you're at your limit of what you're capable of doing, well, then you're not going to feel very confident that you could do it, and you're not going to go for it. You're going to give up on it. You're just going to assume it's something you can't do. So just this mindset, whether you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset, is critical. It's like that could completely transform the way that you go about your life and in terms of what success you have or don't have. And it also is going to have a critical impact on your confidence as a person. A person with a growth mindset is going to have a lot of confidence because at their core, they're going to believe, they're going to be certain that, hey, I can figure this out. I can learn how to do this. I can improve my skill in whatever area I need to get the things I want, to accomplish my goals and achieve my dreams. And just that belief creates the motivation to take the action to go and accomplish those things. To try to learn new things, because at your core, you could believe you can figure it out and you'll be able to learn just about anything. So the number one thing you can do to become totally confident in yourself and totally certain in your ability to accomplish your goals and your dreams is to adopt that growth mindset if you don't have it. And if you have the fixed mindset, to shift from that to the growth mindset. And here's the thing, is that is a fact, is that as human beings, we do not have a fixed mindset. We have a growth mindset, meaning we have the capability of learning unlimited things with the minds that we have, unlimited knowledge, unlimited information, and you have the capacity to learn unlimited skills. I mean, you're only limited by time, right? You can't learn everything in a lifetime, but you can learn the specific things that you need to build the life you want. You don't have to know how to do everything. And then you have to go out and then take action, right? You have to take action on whatever it is your dream. So if your dream is to start a business, you have to first have that belief that you can accomplish it, that it's possible for you to learn how to do it and learn all the things that you need to learn to start and run a successful business. You need to know that from the start. Otherwise, you won't have the motivation and, to go and take the action and sustain that in order to make that successful. You'll just give up, or you won't go for it. So you have to have that belief to begin with. And then obviously you have to take action. and be willing to be awkward and make mistakes and learn and get better at it and improve over time. That's how the learning process goes, right? Think about anything that you've had to learn. It's taken that process of kind of not knowing anything and being a little awkward and just learning how to do it and making mistakes. And then you get better at it and improve. And then you get better and better over time until you feel very confident in that particular area, whether it's a sport or in your job or how you communicate with people in your life or whatever it is. That's the process that everyone goes through with every single skill that you need to learn. So I would say what you could do if you want to build this confidence in yourself is to focus it in specific areas. Meaning, number one, I would say first adopt that growth mindset or learn how to make that shift. If you're not believing, if you have that fixed mindset, shift it to the growth mindset. And the second thing is to then focus on specific areas that you want to improve in your life. And so I talk about on the show a lot having dreams, having really big goals that excite you. So pick a really big goal or dream for yourself in a particular area, and then go after it with this growth mindset. And go in knowing that you're going to feel the uncertainty, and that doesn't mean that you're not capable. That's the normal, natural thing, that you're going to feel a little awkward when you're first learning something, but that you have the ability to learn, that you have the ability to achieve that goal. And then that will give you the motivation to continue trying and going after it. And that will build your confidence in that area over time until finally you've achieved what you want. And then you can keep building on that in other areas, or you can keep building in that same area. And that's really the process of building total confidence in yourself and not being stopped by uncertainty and not letting self-doubt get in your way because you're holding that fixed mindset. So I'm wishing you improved confidence, and I hope that helps you, and I will see you next time. Thanks for listening to today's show. If you have a dream or a big goal you want to achieve, I've just launched a new coaching program called Ambitious Dreamer. At least 90% of success is your mindset. The program has one purpose: to help anyone who has a dream overcome the fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs stopping them from success. If you're interested in seeing if you're a fit to work with the Ambitious Dreamer program, head over to drorma.com/apply. That's drorma.com/apply and book an appointment to speak to me. I'll get on the phone with you for about 45 minutes and we'll get you crystal clear on 3 things. Number 1, the exact dream or goal you'd like to achieve. Number 2, the mental roadblocks stopping you. And number 3, the exact strategy for how to overcome these obstacles and achieve your dream. You can stay stuck for years in fear and self-doubt. You need expert guidance to get past them to succeed. I've helped hundreds of clients for more than a decade do just that. To see if I can help you do the same, head over to drorma.com/apply. I hope to speak to you soon. Thanks for listening to the Selfish for Success podcast. Remember, it's your life. Own it fully, without guilt, apology, or permission, but with passion, purpose, and pride. I'll see you next time.